All right, let me get something off my chest. So, as you may have noticed, I haven't really been posting a lot of videos lately. A lot of the series I have ongoing on the channel have been a little bit slow to be updated, and there is very good reason for that. So let's get a little bit into some real talk. For those of you that have been following this long, I have been posting videos on YouTube since about last year. Not too long. I'm fairly new to the game and it is something that I have been enjoying a lot. However, YouTube is not the only thing that I do. I'm also a full-time streamer on Twitch and I do other things as well, like hosting, charity organizing, and a lot more. I'm kind of creating content wherever I can, pretty much full-time, all the time, and even more than just full-time. YouTube is just another avenue I kind of stumbled across and realized just how much I enjoy it. And when I mean stumbled across it, I really stumbled across it. About last year, I thought about making different content for my channel and I had my editor put together some videos, which were these Dragon Ball reaction videos and One Piece. And I kind of stumbled into reaction content. I didn't really know it was a meta. I wasn't really watching it on YouTube and I didn't really make much of it. But in September, the trailer for The Matrix 4 dropped and me being a huge Matrix fan thought that I will never experience this feeling in my life again to see a new Matrix movie. So I thought, why not record my reaction? Little did I know what I was getting into and everyone really resonated with my feelings. And I was like, wow, people feel exactly like I do and people really connected with me. JoJo was coming out a little later on that fall and I was like, oh, I love JoJo. I would love to be able to share that experience with people. And little did I know, I was entering a meta I didn't even really know anything about. Before I know it, I was reacting to one thing and another and another, and I met so many great people on YouTube and just really enjoyed everything I was doing. I was so excited about it that I was like trying to make as much content as I could, even though knowing that I was streaming full time and doing so many other things on the side. So in a very typical Ash fashion, for those that know me, I put on way too much on my plate. And this happens to me quite a lot in life. I always have to have the hard reality check of burning out before knowing, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have taken it a little bit slower. And oops, I put too much on my plate again. So for those of you that always come in here asking, hey, when are you going to react to this anime and that anime and that anime? Well, the answer is I really want to do it all. But it is not the only thing I'm doing, and I really do spread myself thin sometimes, including up until recently, which has affected the consistency of my videos. Now, this lines up really well with the 5th anniversary of streaming on Twitch, which has almost been full-time in these last 5 years. I have been making content for a really long time. This is like pretty much my norm. Having done it as long as I have, you sometimes hit burnouts of creative blocks. Sometimes the content that you make gets a bit stale and you need to find your passion and just rejuvenate the kinds of stuff that you're doing so that you feel excited about it again. YouTube, luckily for me, still is so exciting. I love everything that I'm doing on YouTube. However, it is a little bit too much. Now, I need to acknowledge this because in the last year at least, or maybe even 2, I really haven't been living my life. All that I have been doing is pumping out content, like a content machine. And that has been stressing me out greatly. And it's kind of sad. It's gotten to the point where I don't have time to spend with my friends or my family or even my beautiful cat that I adopted last year. Like, she turned 1 and I hardly get to see her now. Like, even my family is closer to my cat than I am at this time. And things like that really hurt. It makes me realize just how little I am living and how much more working I am. And my tendency to be a workaholic is very strong, and I've definitely hit that point. To be honest with myself, it's not just even honesty to all of you to let you know what is going on with me and be very transparent about it, but I need to do myself a service by saying, hey, this is too much. You need to rein back and you need to just stick with the things that you love and you enjoy and you want to do more of, and then drop everything else, because this is not sustainable and you're gonna fail yourself more before you fail a lot of people. And I really don't want to get there because I really am enjoying myself. For a long time, I was enjoying YouTube so much I thought, why don't I just like do a full month of YouTube and just take a break from Twitch? That's how much I was enjoying it. But I recognize that it's also me being a little bit burnt out from how much I'm working. And so I need some time to reflect on what it is that makes me comfortable. What is it that I feel comfortable doing without feeling like I'm consistently on the verge of burnout and exhausting myself to no ends. So you may be wondering what is going to happen next. Well, I can tell you this, Hunter x Hunter is going to stay. I don't have no intention of removing it. I'm enjoying it so much. There's so much anime I want to react to, and I need to make sure that I can free myself up in a feasible way that I am able to put out this content and not feel like, oh my God, I need to edit again tonight, and just feel really stressed out about that. I cannot say about what is going to happen to the state of all the videos on this channel. However, I do know this. There are some commitments I have made that are much larger than I anticipated it to be. For example, Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is fine, and I know it's a large game, and I really have enjoyed gaming on YouTube and bringing an exclusive playthrough here where I can take my time and enjoy it. However, me being as meticulous as I am playing this game, I have a tendency to literally comb every single part of it. And at this rate, we're just never going to finish the game. And knowing that I have a commitment that spans that long while I'm also doing my Twitch streams and also doing other YouTube reaction content and other stuff, I know that there is way too much for me to think about in a week. So I need to sit down and think about what I'm going to do with all these series moving forward. However, I think that's a good thing, because even though it might seem like, oh, she's like deciding to like cut content, and that's not exactly what I'm really doing here, I'm choosing what content to post and where and how, so that I can free up more of my time, so I can have better energy to bring to you and you can enjoy my content more. Besides, I really kind of would love to just be able to do a lot of reaction content on here towards anime and be able to bring more lifestyle, travel, sort of day in your life kind of content. That's something I've been working towards for a really long time, and that feeds my soul and nourishes it. And I gotta think about that. What makes me feel nourished? Because I'm getting to a point in my life where I don't want to think, hey, well, I've been making content for the last 5 years, but how much of it has been really like making me feel fulfilled and happy, and has been expanding on my experiences? And I really want to make sure that I am doing a service to myself. So in efforts to be really honest with myself and be really honest with all of you, in efforts to work on my mental health, which has been a journey for the last few years, especially if any of you have ever joined from my mental health journeys, I'll be making sure to post more about that, because there's so much more I've learned about myself in this time, and so many lessons I would like to share with you, and even just learning lessons from content creation that I have been trying to work around, because they have been damaging my mental health even further. So there's a lot for me to consider, but I just want you to know this is why there has been a little bit of disturbances to my YouTube content, especially when I started off really strong and I've been consistent and meeting all these deadlines. I learned something really important from a friend recently, and that is it's okay to drop balls. You cannot sustainably hold all the balls and make sure you're moving forward with all of them. Sometimes you just have to know that you need to drop something, and just choose which one you can drop and which ones you feel are priorities. So I have to reprioritize myself, and I will be keeping you posted on what that looks like. And I am really, really, really grateful for all the experiences I've had here on YouTube so far. We're almost at 10K subs. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of everyone I've gotten to comment and reply to and chat to. People that have come over to my Twitch to join me on there and have conversations there and get to know them and have them become parts of my community. You all mean so much to me. Thank you so much for being part of my journey, and I hope you let me share more of it with you in the future. So please be patient as I find myself in this, and I will do my best to be putting out the best content possible. Thank you for listening all the way. I appreciate you very much. I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are, and see you next time. Bye.